Have you ever wondered how SpaceX, a private company, has disrupted the realm of space exploration? It all began in the year 2002 when visionary entrepreneur Elon Musk founded SpaceX, with a lofty goal of reducing space transportation costs and ultimately enabling the colonization of Mars. The early days were far from smooth. With a series of failed launches, SpaceX was teetering on the brink of bankruptcy by 2008. But every story of triumph is laced with trials, and so was SpaceX's. Their lifeline came in the form of a contract from NASA. This pivotal moment not only saved the company from near collapse, but also set the stage for its future successes. The rise of SpaceX from near collapse to a leader in space exploration is indeed a tale of resilience and vision. SpaceX has achieved numerous significant milestones in a relatively short span of time. Let's take a moment to marvel at these groundbreaking accomplishments that have reshaped our understanding of what is possible in the realm of space exploration. In 2008, a mere 6 years after its inception, SpaceX made history by launching Falcon 1, the first privately funded liquid propellant rocket to reach orbit. With this achievement, SpaceX demonstrated that space exploration wasn't the exclusive domain of governmental agencies, and that private enterprises could also contribute significantly to this field. Fast forward to 2012, SpaceX once again made headlines by becoming the first privately funded company to send a spacecraft to the International Space Station. The spacecraft in question, known as Dragon, successfully docked with the ISS, marking a new era of commercial space travel. 3 years later, in 2015, SpaceX achieved yet another remarkable feat with the Falcon 9. This time, they demonstrated the first vertical takeoff and vertical propulsive landing for an orbital rocket. This not only showcased SpaceX's technological prowess, but also signaled a major step towards making space travel more sustainable by reusing rockets. Perhaps the most noteworthy milestone arrived in the tumultuous year of 2020. Amid a global pandemic, SpaceX launched its first manned Dragon spacecraft. This not only marked SpaceX's first manned mission, but also the first time in nearly a decade that astronauts were launched from American soil. But these milestones aren't just about SpaceX setting records or making headlines. They represent a fundamental shift in how we approach space exploration. They prove that with innovation, determination, and a little bit of daring, the final frontier is not just a playground for global superpowers, but a domain open for exploration to all who dare to dream and strive. These milestones not only set SpaceX apart, but also revolutionize the way we approach space exploration. What does the future hold for SpaceX? As we gaze into the crystal ball of space exploration, two key projects emerge: the Starship spacecraft and the Starlink project. SpaceX's Starship, a fully reusable spacecraft, is being designed with an ambitious goal in mind. It's not just about reaching Mars, but about making life multiplanetary. This colossal spacecraft aims to carry up to 100 passengers, heralding a new era of interplanetary travel. Parallel to this, SpaceX is stargazing in a different direction with the Starlink project. This ambitious endeavor aims to create a satellite network that provides internet connectivity across the globe. Imagine a world where geographical barriers no longer limit access to the digital universe. A world where the internet is as ubiquitous as the air we breathe. With such ambitious projects in the pipeline, SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. The future of SpaceX is not just about exploring the stars, but also about transforming life on Earth. SpaceX has indeed transformed the landscape of space exploration. Let's rewind a bit. From its humble beginnings, SpaceX has ceaselessly pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible. Remember the major milestones we talked about? Each one was a stepping stone, leading us to where we are today. First, there was the Dragon spacecraft, the first commercial vehicle to dock with the International Space Station. Then came the Falcon Heavy, the most powerful operational rocket in the world. And let's not forget the Starship, designed for long-duration cargo and passenger flights to outer space. These milestones are more than just feats of engineering. They represent a shift in our perception of space exploration, from something only a handful of nations could dream about, to an endeavor within reach of private companies and someday, everyday individuals. As we stand on the brink of a new era, the journey of SpaceX reminds us that the sky is not the limit but just the beginning.